Yes, those mango stains, they need to find a home. We'll do some shopping soon. We'll grab some pots and we'll put them somewhere back here in the backyard or on the porch. Anyway, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. I know, I need a haircut. I'm just so afraid to go out into the community to someone who touches so many people day in and day out with all this COVID-19 stuff going on. But I will get a haircut, hopefully soon enough. Anyway, today we're just going to do an update. We're going to do an update on some progress here back in the raised bed garden. Plus, I received a delivery from Lazada yesterday. We're going to do a product review. And there's something else. I know there's something else I wanted to talk about today, but like always, it just slipped my mind, but we'll get into it after the intro. So let's go ahead and get today's episode started. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now we're going to start off this morning briefly by talking about bananas. I often say things like, oh, I could eat PBJ, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day and never get tired of them. And I have said in the past, I could eat bananas every day and never get tired of them. But I have to make a correction. I got tired of bananas. We harvested so many bananas here in the backyard just from a couple of trees. Remember the tree we have here, the Cavendish, I harvested just from one blossoming and growing of the fruit. I harvested over 120 bananas from that one. And it took me forever to eat, give away, and freeze a bunch of those. I still have a freezer full. I probably have 50 bananas in the freezer for smoothies right now. And then you remember, we harvested the Latundan bananas back here. Those are ones that still have yet to be harvested because they're not ripe yet. They're not ready to be harvested. But we've been eating so many bananas. We've been doing that with smoothies, bananas with my yogurt in the morning, just all day long eating bananas. I am so full of potassium right now that I never get cramps, I will tell you. But I'm kind of tired of bananas. We've been giving bananas away to friends and family. As a matter of fact, we are going grocery shopping today. And we have 2 bags full of bananas. They don't know yet. We go every 2 weeks when we go grocery shopping. We pick up groceries for our family in Lipa. They live in Lipa proper. And we buy them groceries and we drop off whatever vegetables that we harvest from our garden back here as well. So the point is, I'm tired of bananas. I got to stop eating bananas for a while. So let's get back here to the point of today's episode. Remember, I said we were going to talk about a Lazada delivery. We're going to do a product review, and there was something else I wanted to talk about. And I remembered after I closed the intro for today, what the other thing I want to talk about. We want to talk about the square watermelon. How well did that container that we purchased off of Lazada, did it actually work? Well, I have some good news and some bad news. Let's get back into the raised bed garden and we'll kind of do a comparison about something I did in the raised bed garden, how it affected my experiment on the square watermelon. So you probably notice the raised bed garden doesn't look anything like it did a week ago. Remember, you couldn't see through this part of the fence. You couldn't see anything here. It was nothing but vines from melon or cantaloupe and watermelon. No longer. It's all been cleaned out. We're about ready to do a reseed. We'll be putting new seeds down for new plants and learning from what we or applying from what we learned in our last planting and harvesting, how to make the next growth and planting better. And mainly it has to do with quantity. I put way too many seeds down. It just went crazy back here. But I will tell you, this area is so fertile. It's very high in nitrogen, and as you can see, I cut the yard yesterday. The yard looks really nice, and I took the grass clippings and I put them inside the raised bed garden. I mix it in with the soil, and that makes a very high nitrogen content. And what that does, when you have high nitrogen, it gives very fast growth. But sometimes fast growth is not so good because maybe you'll get stunted growth on your vegetables and your fruits that you're growing. And I think that was kind of the case back here a little bit. We have so much nitrogen inside the soil back here. Everything grew super fast, and the watermelons, well, we'll get into that right now. So anyway, the thing was, when I planted here and we had all the watermelons growing, and we have the experiment on the 2 containers that have our square watermelons, well, I had to clean this up. When I did, I broke the branch. I broke the branch that feeds this container with this watermelon. So we're going to open this up and we're going to look at it. But you can pretty much see it never made it to the full maturity size, bigger than this right here. And it's possible that it might never have done that because of the variety of watermelon that we selected for back here. But we're going to open this up here in just a little bit and look and see what the shape looks like inside of here. I have one inside the house. And I believe it's as big as it's going to be, and we'll slice it open. We'll look at and see what it looks like on the inside. We had another one growing back here. It still has a little bit of the vine. It's still being fed a little bit, but I have very poor feelings that this is going to grow much more than it is right now. I think we've pretty much exhausted our feeding capability for the watermelon back here. Anyway, so you can see this is all clear. Also, I want to show you our dragon fruit. The dragon fruit is now folded over to the side. It's coming down. The gravity is going to push. It's going to push some energy in this area. I'm not sure if we need to cut off the end, maybe cut off to stimulate growth of a blossom here. We'll see. If you have any suggestions, let me know. This is my first time growing dragon fruit. Let's go ahead and bring this up to the house, and we're going to open this container up. Now, it's not very square. It's pretty much round with a little bit of square sides on it. Like I said, I don't think this type of melon grows big enough for this size container. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this container and just kind of get an idea of how effective this was in shaping this watermelon. Alright, so here's my conclusion. This isn't really square, but it was getting to that point. I think if this watermelon had been allowed to grow even bigger, it would have probably made a very nice flat shape. Now that was a lot of work. Well, it wasn't a lot of work. Maybe 5 minutes to get that thing open. So, well, was it worth it? Well, maybe not so much for this. Had it been able to grow bigger and do the full size of the container, and it would basically become perfectly square, I think it would have been a real nice novelty item to have if you have like a birthday party or something like that. Well, we're going to try this again later on when we don't have quite as big of a population of watermelons inside the garden. Maybe we can get a bigger melon. Now, should we open this? I think we should. I think we should cut into it. Let's look and see what it looks like inside the watermelon. All right, so our next test is to see if by growing it inside this container, if it actually did anything to the inside of the watermelon. I don't suspect it did, but we're gonna look, we're gonna see. Now, nice thing about it, if it had grown to full size, the stackability, if you were like to stack these inside your refrigerator, it's kind of a neat thing. Even now, you can see this won't roll, it won't roll off. having a little bit of square sides as well. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what it's like on the inside. Well, I got to tell you, that looks like a watermelon to me. That looks really nice. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut a piece and let's taste it. Let's do the ultimate test, and the ultimate test is the taste test. Let's see what it tastes like.
Can I taste?
All right, and I have the ultimate taste tester right here with me, and she'll let me know. I tell you, she'll let me know if it's not right. So anyway, there you go. There's yours. Here, I'll cut a piece right here. Let's see. We'll see what it tastes like. Get a few of the seeds out of the way. All right, you ready? Let's see what it tastes like. Good. Right. Tastes like a watermelon. Sweet. Sweet. Very sweet. Very sweet. All right. Well. Anyway, so that was our test. That's our test for this container. We'll do it again because the ultimate goal is to get a fully square. But you see, it is kind of square if you look at the shape here. So we did achieve a little bit of squareness, not quite full squareness yet.
It did not grow big enough.
So I think we'll do less watermelon inside the garden the next time so that we can focus on just a couple of plants inside there. All right, well, that's enough for this test here. We'll do a follow-up on this later on. We'll try to get a fully square box type of a watermelon later on. Next thing that is in the schedule for today, we are going to do a product review. As you see, I really like sleeveless. I like sleeveless shirts, especially for working in the backyard, because I work all day long. I don't stop in the middle of the afternoon when the sun is at its highest. I like the outdoors, and these kind of shirts just work the best for me because I do a lot of sweating out there. But I wanted to get some replacement. This is a Myrtle Beach. You can see this is a Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I picked this up on a vacation in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, one of our many vacations there. But I needed some more. So I went on Lazada and I found a deal. I found a deal for 120 pesos. The equivalent of, I don't know, maybe
$3.
Yeah, maybe $2.40 or something like that, US dollars. So I'm like, for $2, what can you possibly get for $2? Let's see what came in on Lazada, and we'll try it on. We'll do a product review of the sleeveless shirt that I got on their website. Okay, so part 2 of today's episode is going to be a product review. I actually ordered something on Lazada. Opened the bag already just to kind of peek inside to see what it is. They ordered some shirts. I ordered some sleeveless shirts. Now the shirts that I ordered, after I did some search, I kind of do one of those things where you can sort out, you can sort out as a search mechanism on a website. And I'm cheap, and I went cheapest to the most expensive. So I started out with one of the cheapest items on there, which is this right here, which is what we're going to find inside this bag. And I saw sleeveless shirts that have a very nice design, I like the designs that are nostalgic, or it looks like a sports, like a jersey type of a shirt. So I found these shirts in Lazada, and they were 120 pesos each. I thought to myself, what can you get for 120 pesos, or the equivalent of less than $2.50? What could you possibly get?
Only for 2 washes.
Because I know I bought this in Myrtle Beach, and when I bought this shirt in Myrtle Beach, it was about $20, about 20 US dollars. Of course, we know that things are much more expensive in the US than they are in the Philippines when it comes to clothing items. Well, anyway, so I went ahead, I said, I got to try this. Now, on the website, it shows, 4 or 6 different colors and designs of shirts. And I'm like, well, how do you know? This is a problem with Lazada. On Lazada, it might show all these different designs, but it doesn't give you a color option or maybe a size on there. So what you have to do, there's a section on there that says chat. You can chat with the vendor or the merchant, or you can leave them a message. So what I did was, for this merchant, I said, I want to order these specific colors, but it gives me no color options. Well, they said, they sent me a message back and it said, just give us your order number, tell us what colors that you want, and that's what we'll send you. So I took a gamble. I said, it's only a couple dollars, only 120 pesos each. So I ordered two. I said a blue and I said a gray. Let's take a look and see what's in the bag. Did I actually get a blue and a gray? Let's take a look, and let's look at the quality.
You have a blue.
So I have a blue and I have a gray, obviously. So I did get the colors I was looking for, so the merchant was honest with their response. Let's take a look at the product itself.
Wow.
All right, well, this is cool. This is the design that I wanted. And this is considered unisex and one size fits all.
Not too bad.
Yeah. The quality of the material, not too bad. I think this might work. But like the test, the proof is in the pudding, so to say, when we ate the watermelon. Let's try it on. Let's see how it fits. What do you think? Let's try it. So this is the gray one. And this is the blue. Yeah, I like it. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's try it on. Let me try it on. All right. So what do you think? What do you think? I think one size does. I think would fit all. This is not for 120 pesos. 120 pesos. I am happy with this for working around the yard, for going to the beach, going to the pool. I think this is a great deal. What I'm going to do in today's description block, I'm going to leave a link for this specific item on Lazada if you're interested in getting it as well. I'm going to get some more colors. This was a test. I wanted to try two. They have white and they have crazy colors. They got some orange and purple, and I'm more conservative, the grays and blues and whites. So I think I'm gonna order some more. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'll leave a link in today's episode. Well, that's it for today's episode. We got to go do some grocery shopping. Saturday's our grocery shopping day, and visiting with our family, dropping off some groceries at their home as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. A little bit of a product review, a little bit of a long-term review on the watermelon square case product that we purchased. So it's kind of like two product reviews that we did today. If you enjoy these kind of reviews, let me know inside the comment section, and I will continue to do product reviews on some other things that are used here around the house. Well, it's time for us to go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right, and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.